Welcome back to the Miskawaan Health Group Retreat series on the beautiful island of Koh Samui. And we're calling this our On the Island series, and we're going to feature a number of practitioners who are working with us in Koh Samui at our medical clinic and health retreat to help you be the best you possibly can. I'm David Bohm. I'm the CEO of Miskawaan Health Group, and we're going to welcome today Mr. Andy Vass. Andy, welcome to
very nice to be here.
Miskawaan Health.
Thank
you very much. So Andy, let's just start and hear a little bit about yourself, your qualifications, and what are the actual treatments and the therapies that you like to do for your clients.
Yeah, so I come from a background of sports. I used to be a professional athlete for many years and played for the Swedish national team, won many titles and stuff. So sport has always been my thing, being an active lifestyle. And now I'm more of a coach, mentor for people that have lost their way a little bit. It can be overweight or loss of energy, sickness. I find ways for them to get that energy, the spark of life back. And yeah, that's what I'm passionate about.
Right. And I think that a lot of your therapies involve two particular areas: breathing techniques and detoxification, as you told me.
Yeah.
So how do those two techniques work together, and what is the focus on each of them, breathing and detoxification?
Yeah, so what many people don't understand is that the main way you detox your body is through your breath. 80% of all cellular waste comes out with your breath. So
80%?
About 80%. And it's mainly carbon dioxide we talk about.
Right, yeah.
Because as we burn oxygen, carbon dioxide is the waste gas, and it has to be detoxed out of the body. Mm-hmm. But people don't do that connection so much. Detox for most people is toxins from our environment that they are concerned about. But to be honest, the biggest problem in our body is our cellular waste products. So that has to come out somehow. And as the oxygen burns, we breathe out the carbon dioxide, but we also create a little bit of ash as we burn sugars and nutrients in our cells.
Ash in the body.
Every time they work, they create a little bit of that ash. And somehow that has to be transported out of our body because it's very acidic. Right. It causes havoc and inflammation in our body.
So what's the transportation system in our body to get rid of that ash?
That's the lymphatic system.
Right.
So the lymph system moves all this cellular waste down to our kidneys and out. Medical theories still say it's the blood, but in my line of work we say it's the lymph system that carry all these waste products out.
Right. And with your treatment therapies, how do you enhance the lymph system of your clients so that detoxification, that ash-carrying system starts to work as it should do?
Yeah, that's the thing. Most of us today are very dehydrated or underhydrated, and it creates a stagnant lymph system that can't carry out these waste products. So somehow we have to find ways to take care of the ocean inside, so to speak, to get it more fluid. So I work a lot with fruit, herbs, juices, very good, green juices, fruit juices.
Right.
The normal, just drinking water just doesn't cut it, not this day and age. We are too backed up lymphatically.
Okay, right.
Almost everyone is.
So it's not just hydration, but it's the right kind of hydration as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So at Miskawaan Health Group, as you know, we are practicing what we like to say is functional medicine.
Yeah.
And functional medicine, of course, is the treatment of the person as a whole, which includes the detoxification and the lymph nodes and everything else. So Dr. Wesley, my co-founder at the Miskawaan Health Group, he always likes to say that the best doctor is your own body.
Yeah.
Because once your body is functioning well, then your body can pretty much deal with anything, including things like the coronavirus, which is a very big
Absolutely.
topic at the moment. So in terms of the detoxification that you teach your clients, that's a big part of them taking that ill health, let's say, from their system that you said was blocked up, and starting to unblock
Yes.
and get that waste away, right?
Yeah. The best doctor is your own body, and that's my philosophy too. It is only your body that is the doctor. You are a self-healing organism, and you got to take care of it like it is a whole.
Right.
You can't pinpoint. Sure, we can pinpoint a little bit with certain treatment to enhance, like you do. I like this how you can go in and bring back the flow in the bodies.
Right.
And that's exactly what I try to do. I look for energy in people. I don't do the chakra and healing, these type of things. It's more the energy you get from life and from living and from eating healthy.
Bring that back.
Because you must understand that most people, when they reach their 40s, 50s, the body starts getting more and more dehydrated and start breaking down a little bit.
Right.
And you lose your energy. You sit in a cubicle and your body's breaking down. How do we get that energy back? And that's what I work with. I find ways with my clients to get the energy back so they can start, so the body can start healing from inside.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because the reason I went to see Dr. Wesley in the first place when I was his patient was because I got to my mid-50s and I started to feel a lot less energy.
Yeah.
And I guess I was going through andropause, which is the male menopause. And he took me and balanced up my body, and it took a while because a lifetime of bad experiences can't be rectified in just a couple of days.
No.
But when perhaps 6 months later, after I started taking the therapies, my energy started to come back, and I always say now at 63, I feel more energy than when I was 33 years old.
Yeah.
So these therapies can really work really effectively.
Absolutely.
If they're adopted and practiced by the client. So quite often when people come here to the Miskawaan Health Group Retreat on Koh Samui, they're here typically for 7 to 10 days. Are you able to help them with that period of time and get them starting to get their energy back and teach them some things they can do at home as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Because as you come here, you get good treatments, your body get a boost. You get boost from this lovely location and the nature we're surrounded. Yeah. All the sunshine, the ocean, it boosts your body. Right. But you need that little bit extra. Yeah. But you also need that part when you leave here, because it's a lifestyle. You need to start changing your lifestyle. There's a reason your body starts breaking down. You can't go down that path. You need to choose a new path. Right. And that's what I help with. I try to find ways to get that life lust back, the spark. Right. And I do it mainly through juices, fruit, which really hydrates your body. And you, even after just a few days, you feel it. You feel energized. Yeah. And then we add the breathing on top of it.
Yeah, and then the environment, of course, very important here. There's no pollution on the island. Yeah. The ocean is very beautiful and clean. It's perfect. And people can go and talk to the garden, I guess, if they like.
We're in paradise.
Yeah, we're in paradise, exactly. And then just to quickly touch on the breathing, that's part of how you help your clients as well to get back their energy. You mentioned that breathing is so important because of the carbon dioxide that's leaving your body. But people just breathe automatically, right? Yes. So they don't think they need a breathing coach, but that's very critical as well.
Yeah, a lot of the problems we have today is from dysfunctional breathing. Most people, they stop their breath here, but the lungs are much bigger.
Right.
But if you only go to your chest, you don't get that oxygen in your body that you need. Yeah. You don't rid enough of the waste gases. Right. So it's very important to change the breathing so it becomes deeper. Because down at the bottom of our lungs, that's where all the gas exchange take place. Yeah, right. And if you only breathe up here, you are really starving your body.
Yeah. And I think that, with COVID 2019, every day in the news, that's all people are talking about right now. It impacts the lungs very dramatically from what we understand.
Yeah.
So keeping your lungs fresh and healthy through the right breathing techniques obviously is critical.
Yes. Right now, with this new virus that really attacks the lungs, we can see that many people have big problems because they have very weak muscles around their lungs.
Right.
Because if you only breathe shallow all the time, how can you strengthen the muscle?
Yeah, sure.
You need breath training. And that's what I do. I take people through real breath training. I work with high-level athletes, and I work with people who can hardly breathe.
Okay.
So I find a way for the individual to strengthen their lungs. Many people now, they need respiratory help just to be able to breathe.
Yeah, right. Which isn't
Because
really living.
after a while, your lungs, these muscles, they give out. And you can't sustain your breath then anymore. So now it's more important than ever. And I think we're going to see, I'm going to be a busy little boy here. I hope this will blow over and we can focus on the more important thing, but restoring lung function and the muscle will be a lot of work for us breath instructors.
From what I understand, this COVID 2019 is going to be around for some time to come, and they're not really sure too much about it. Some experts are saying that it could be like the herpes virus, that once you get it, then it's always in your body. When you get a little bit tired and stressed, then it could come back again. So we just don't know. But if it's not COVID 2019, then it's going to be COVID 2020 or 21. These viruses are going to be around. So I think the importance of a strong lungs is critical, just going forward. And Andy, just to wrap up our discussion today, is there a case of someone you've helped significantly that you can share with us, just to give our audience a bit of an example of the kind of things that you can do to help people who need help with their health in the areas that you're specializing in?
Yeah, I have many stories I can tell you, but one pops to mind. It's a woman she was just turned 60 when she came to me. She'd broken her back 2 times, and she gained a lot of weight.
Right.
And lost that zest for life. Everything was hard because you're overweight and you have mobility problems. And
your back hurts.
Everything. So it's tough to get back. But now I've been working with her for a long time, 2 years. But I've taken her, well, she taken herself. I just shown the way a little bit. When we started out, we couldn't walk more than a couple of 100 meters. But now she just finished her first Ironman. I was there.
Ironman.
Yes.
That's sensational.
Yes, and she lost 30 kilos. Everyone called her the superwoman now. She has good breathing. She has strength and everything around her back. And I taught her to swim. And now she went to Mexico to swim in the world final for the 60-plus age group, 10 kilometers swim. So that's my favorite success story.
Isn't that fantastic?
We don't need people to become Iron Man or super people, but you need to get your zest for life back. And it all starts with energy.
Right. Yeah.
So,
well, that's what we always say at Miskawaan Health Group. We add life to your years, not just years to your life.
that's it.
Living healthily and living well.
Yes.
Andy, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. It's an honor.
I'm sure our audience had a really great appreciation of what you explained to them and some new things. And for those of us at home, thank you again for paying attention today. If you'd like some more information, please go to our website, www.miskawaanhealth.com, and you can go on the Contact Us icon. If you have any questions for Andy or any of our medical practitioners, please send us an email and we'll make sure that you get a response. And if you'd like to book a therapy session down here at the Miskawaan Health Retreat here in Koh Samui, we'd be very happy to welcome you. And Andy in particular can help you with what he talked about today, the breathing and the detoxification, and just being a better human being and being a human being with love of life. Bring that back again, which is so important to all of us, especially in this time of coronavirus. So thank you very much for your attention today, And we'll see you again soon on the island.